The following matchup is presented and played with Hockey Blast Express, a product of Play Games LLC, copyright 2023, all rights reserved. And welcome back to the channel, everybody, as we get set for Game 6 of this time frame matchup between the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens and the 2016-17 New York Islanders. The Islanders hold a 3-2 advantage. So the situation is this. If the Islanders win this game, they will win the time frame. However, if the 76-77 Habs are victorious, this time frame will end up being a tied time frame. It will only be the second and the first since time frame 2 of this project if the Habs should win. But for the Islanders, if they win Game 6 and win the time frame, it'll be Team NHL's 4th time frame victory of this project. With that being said, let's get ready to Game 6 with 6.5 minutes left on the clock. Your starting netminders are Yaroslav Halak for the Islanders and Ken Dryden for the Habs. Let's get ready to Game 6 and find out if the Islanders are going to take the 4th time frame win for Team NHL, or will the Habs deny Team NHL's 4th time frame victory and settle for a time frame tie. With that being said, will the clock operator, for the final time in this time frame, please start the clock? And we're going to begin with a home scoring chance of a 32, and it reads, choice home player rolls for rebound goal using shot stars +2. So Rajan Hole is in 32 choice home player, excuse me. Yes, we'll go with Rajan Hole as he needs to roll a 1, 2, or 3 to score a goal. And he can't, and Yaroslav Halak will save it to open up this crucial Game 6 to determine if the time frame is going to go in favor of Team NHL or if the time frame will end up going via a tie. Home scoring chance of 51. Visitor defense player in 2, that's Joshua Hosang. He stops the goal with a quality roll of smart or a square. Unfortunately for Josh Hosang, he does not have a square, neither does he have smart. So therefore, the Habs will score the game's first goal. And let's see who did so. 5. So it's a choice player. So we're going to roll the red die. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. 6 is an automatic reroll. Reroll. Player number 4. That's Bill Nyrop. Bill Nyrop will score the game's first goal. And 1 assist will be handed out on the play. How about we give it to Pete Mahavlich? So Nyrop from Mahavlich will score the game's first goal. Will score game's first goal of Game 6, and we continue on in the 10th, in the second segment of this first period. Quality check between anybody on the ice for the Habs. Oh, Hosang needs to flip. Against player number 3, that is Casey Cizikas. So we are looking for the quality of hit. The only guys out there with hit are Gainey and Bouchard. So I think you want to get a guy off the ice with almost every quality. So almost or all of the qualities. So Bob Gainey is the unfortunate lucky guy, odd man out here. So both Cizikas and Gainey have hit. And that's going to do it for this second segment of the first period. And we will move on to the next one, which is a home scoring chance of a 31. Choice home player rolls for rebound goal using shot stars +2. You better believe it. I'm going to give it to Jacques Lemaire because he needs to roll a 3 or a 4 with a dot to score the goal. Oh, and a 5 and a dot won't do so, as Yaroslav Halak keeps the game right where it's at, and we move on to the next segment. Visitor scoring chance of a 45. Any visitor player with a power play circle circle star, creates a power play goal. Unfortunately for the Islanders, they do not have the power play circle star symbol. So therefore, this period will come to an end with a no action result. And after 20 minutes in the books, the Habs are looking like they want to tie this time frame up. But we still got 40 minutes of hockey left to play in this game. Let's go to the second with the Habs up 1-0. Quality check to begin the second period here with a between players 4 and 3. That's Guy Lapointe and John Tavares. We're looking for the quality of skill. Both Lapointe and Tavares have skill, and that's going to do it for this segment as we continue on to the next one. Visitor scoring chance of a 16. Home goalie must make shot saves, so a 2 or 3 with a dot will do so for Ken Dryden. 2 will do so. Nobody flips, and we will move on to the next segment. Quality check between players 2 and anybody on the ice for the Islanders. The quality we're looking for is power. The only 4 guys out there besides DeHaan, Ladd, Clutterbuck, Strome, and Leddy all have power. I think we're going to go with Ladd, as both Tremblay and Ladd have power. And that is going to be it for the segment here in this one. And we will move on to the next one. Home scoring chance of a 53. Visitor defense player in 4, that is Calvin DeHaan. He stops a goal with a quality roll of hit or a square. He does have hit and he does have a square, so he will deny the Montreal Canadiens from scoring even further to keep this game right where it's at of 1-0 and still in favor of the 76-77 Habs as we head to the third period. Visitor scoring chance of a 25. Home goalie must make spec saves, so Ken Dryden needs to roll a 1 or a 2 to keep this game right where it's at. Which he does so nobody will flip, and we will move on to the next segment. Quality check between players, anybody on the ice for the Habs against player number 5, that's Nick Leddy for the Islanders. We're looking for the quality of hits. Nick Leddy is not going to win this one, so it's going to come down to Cournoyer, Nairop, or Bouchard. We'll roll the red die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pierre Bouchard, so right across from him, so he was going to win. So Bouchard is going to win the quality check of hit as he moves in on Yaroslav Halak to hopefully make a 3 or 4 with a dot to stop it, which he will do so to keep this game right where it's at of 1-0. Visitor scoring chance of a 23. Home goalie must make spec save. All right, a 1 or a 2 will do so for Ken Dryden. Can't, and the Islanders tie things up at 1 apiece. Let's see who scored the goal. 10. Second best shot rating. So the best out there is either Brock Nelson or Ryan Strome. And the second best is going to go down to Clutterbuck, Hamonic, or Seidenberg. I do want to keep that square out there, so we're going to come down to Clutterbuck or Hamonic. Let's have the decider die decide. Dot, it will be Clutterbuck. And it will be Travis Hamonic. So Travis Hamonic will score the goal the game-tying goal. And let's see how many assists. 2. How about Nelson and Strome? So Travis Hamonic from Brock Nelson and Ryan Strome are your game-tying goal-scoring stat line. Or excuse me, is your game-tying goal-scoring stat line presented by your favorite Bitty Beer products. And we continue on in this segment with another visitor scoring chance of a 42. Visitor player in 5, that is Dennis Seidenberg. He creates a goal with a quality roll of skill or a triangle. Although he doesn't have a triangle, he does have skill. So Seidenberg is going to move in on Ken Dryden, hopefully to make it 4 or 5 with a dot to make the stop. 4 will do so as Seidenberg is whisked away, or is whiffed away from putting anything further into the back of the net. And we move on to the next segment. Visitor scoring chance of a 53. Home player in 3, that's Jarvis. He stops a New York Islander goal with a quality roll of power or a square. Although Jarvis does not have power, he does have square. That's well enough to force this game into sudden death overtime. And just like before, just like IRL playoff hockey, if you've seen it over the years, the first team we play out we play out the same 4 segments each period, with the first period be the first overtime, second period being the second overtime, et cetera, with the third, fourth, fifth, so on and so on and so on. We keep playing overtime until a goal has been scored. And with that being said, the players are already rested up and ready to go. Let's get into it with the first overtime period with a penalty check between both players in 2. Oh, Cal Clutterbuck is going to go to the box. Yvonne Knoyer is going to move in on Yaroslav Halak. Halak needs to save this, otherwise the time frame will end up being a tie. And it remains a 1-1 tie in the first overtime period as Knoyer is denied by Halak, and we move on to the next segment. Quality check between Pete Mahavlich and anybody on the ice for the Islanders. We are looking for the quality of smart. The only guy out there with smart is Bailey or Letty. I think we're going to go with Bailey here, as both guys have the same rating of smart. This is going to be exciting, folks. Hang on to your hats. Excuse me. Penalty check between Lemaire and Letty. It looks like Jacques Lemaire is going to go to the box. As Nick Letty is going to skate on into Ken Dryden, hopefully not to do the Michigan here. A 4 or 5 with a dot will do so. He will save the goal. He will stop Nick Letty's attempt here to extend the lead here. Or excuse me, to win the game, I should say, for the Islanders. And they keep this game knotted up at 1 apiece. We move on. Quality check between Lambert and Casey Cizikas. We're looking for the quality of hits. Oh, Cizikas is going to win this one. He does have hits, and he moves in on Ken Dryden. He needs to make a 4 or 5 with a dot to stop it. 5 and a blank won't do it. Stop the clock. The Islanders will win it. There we go. The Islanders will win this time frame behind Casey Cizikas in the final segment of the first overtime period. Let's see who assisted him on the game winner. Oh, and it will be unassisted. So Casey Cizikas with the game winner. Man, oh man, the Islanders down but not out. They have secured Team NHL's second straight time frame win in this project. And Team NHL has gone back to back in time frame wins, and Team NHL will go up to 4-12, and I believe I would just want to make sure this is right. Yes, 4-12-1 on the project. The Habs will fall to a time frame, will fall for the fourth time frame, for only just the fourth time frame in this project, as they are now 12-4-1. Man, oh man, oh man! What a time frame this was. Both teams came out strong, came out guns blazing. The Islanders took a 2-zip lead. The Habs came back with the next two to tie it up at 2 apiece. The Islanders won Game 5 and managed to secure Team NHL's fourth time frame victory, winning the time frame 4-2, and they win Game 6 by a final score of 2-1, thanks to Casey Cizikas in the first overtime period. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to this time frame matchup between the 76-77 Habs and the 2016-17 New York Islanders. Stay tuned for the Biddy Beer game summary, as well as the Biddy Beer time frame summary, as well as another crack at the spin of the wheel to see who will play next in this Gauntlet Challenge. Project for the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens. Once again, your final score here for Game 6. Casey Cizikas comes out from out of nowhere to score the game winner in the first overtime period, winning it for his 2016-17 New York Islanders by the final score of 2-1 over the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens. Again, thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for the Biddy Beer game summary, and as well as the time frame summary presented by your favorite Biddy Beer products. If you choose to drink Biddy Beer, please always remember to drink responsibly. As always, it has big taste at a Biddy price. It's Biddy Beer. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's time frame matchup between the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens and the 2016-17 New York Islanders. We look forward to bringing you future time frame matchups throughout the 2024-25 National Hockey League's regular season whenever games are being played. Well, it's that time once again where we figure out to see who will play this 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens next in this Gauntlet Challenge. So far, we have seen so many great time frame matchups, but for Team NHL, who is going to be the lucky contestant to play the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens next for time frame matchup number 18. Without further ado, let's see who the lucky contestant will be. As always, please direct your attention to the Biddy Beer Team Selector Wheel presented by your favorite Biddy Beer products. If you choose to drink Biddy Beer, please do drink responsibly. As always, it has big taste at a Biddy price. It's Biddy Beer. And it looks like the 1992-93 Tampa Bay Lightning will be the next team to take on the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens in this Gauntlet Challenge project for time frame matchup number 18. But between the Habs and the Bolts, who's going to start as the home team? Well, without further ado, let's not waste any time, shall we? Please direct your attention to the Doc Cola home team selector wheel presented by Doc Cola, the official cola drink of the Play Games community and of the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens Gauntlet Challenge project. And it looks like the 92-93 Bolts will begin the 18th time frame matchup in this project as the home team. Well, once again, thank you so much for tuning in to today's time frame matchup between the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens and the 2016-2017 New York Islanders. And we look forward to bringing you this upcoming matchup between the 92-93 Bolts and the 76-77 Habs, as well as other time frame matchups in this project coming up right here on the channel. As always, if you have not done so already, please do subscribe and turn on that notifications bell, as well as leave a like if you have liked the content so far here, not only in this project, but here as well on my channel. And again, hope you guys enjoyed today's time frame matchup, and we look forward to seeing you next time for the 92-93 Tampa Bay Lightning when they take on the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and as always, have a great rest of your day.